A warm good afternoon to one and all present here. I'm Adarsh Agarwal from 10th A, mentee of Maheshwari ma'am. And yeah. So the personality today I'll be speaking about doesn't actually need an introduction. He's a living legend, and he's a living legend who has won the hearts of 1 billion Indians. And we know him, he's none other than our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This year, in the elections of Lok Sabha 2019, he won 300 seats alone, plus 60 Ali seat out of 543 seats in the Lok Sabha. This all was possible because of his contribution towards the progress of our nation, India. To talk about few progress that he has done up to our country. First, Ayushman Bharat. It is the health insurance scheme that he released in late 2014, which helped about 10 lakh Indians to attain medical treatment, and about 500 million people who could not afford medical treatment have now access to it for free. Second, demonetization. Well, it was the silver bullet to tackle India's chronic problem and non-performing assets. This was the banning of 500 and 1000 rupee notes, which played a crucial role in eradicating corruption from our country. Third, rural electrification. We all know how electricity is valuable, and also the problem faced by our country's villages for not being electrified. Modi has set out a lot of schemes which has helped the Indian rural villages to grow up becoming electrified. Fourth, free LPG cylinders. Well, of 2015, there were lots of families who used to have connections with gas more than 2. Modi limited it to 1, and because of this, it was possible to give 60 million free LPG cylinders, out of which 50% belong to STs and SCs household, and which became easy for the housewives. Fifth, sanitation. We all know the role of Swachh Bharat in our country. It has built covering over 500 million toilets at an unprecedented speed. Well, that is one of the major contribution of his in the field of sanitation. Sixth, digital transfer. We all know that Modi has his vision not only to transform India economically but also in the field of technology. Modi introduced apps like PhonePe and Paytm for transferring the money digitally through our phones. We can see each and every shop that we go, they have been using Paytm and PhonePe. Seventh, infrastructures. There has been a steep rise in the field of infrastructures like roadways, highways, buildings, metro networks in the major cities of our country, and also housing for the pedestrian whom till yesterday we were seeing in the streets. Eighth, foreign policy. Modi focused. This is one of the strong basics which Modi has focused for our country. He repaired the relations of India with China, the Maldives, and Sri Lanka. He also strengthened strategic policies and partnership with the US. He proved that India is a strong nation, performing 2 surgical strikes in 2014 and 2019, as we all know, against terrorism. This also helped him gain the ranking of one of the most powerful prime ministers and powerful person in the world. Ninth, unemployment. We all know that India is a country of non-performing assets. There are people who have high qualification, who have high minds, who can do a lot for our country, but sit in their homes being liable. Well, Modi has tried his best in launching schemes that would gain employment to the liable people to convert them into assets. Well, the list can go on for hours and hours. We can speak about what progresses he has done to our country, including GST, space researches, and all. I would like to jump into the conclusion for now. Modi stands out in his vision for growing populace and a resplendent India. From a clear direction in terms of renewable energy to development of ecology, focusing on regional development, from harnessing opportunities to tapping to growth. Not only Prime Minister Narendra Modi has set out goals for our country, he has also laid down roadmaps with clear short and long-term milestones to achieving these. I would like to say, a tea seller who in his young age can have such a long vision for our country, such a big vision for of our country, thinking globally, living locally. And why can't we students, being so having so much of education, minds, young minds, can do for our country? Why not, right? Thank you for being such a great audience. Thank you all.